Here we go. We're gonna get into the comics today. I got one of my crates ready. I still got like 2 other crates worth of comics, but I just recently rediscovered them, and I had to like a lot of them were in bad condition in terms of like their storage. So yeah, I had to like get new boards and bags and stuff like that to get them looking decent and whatnot. So anyway, I got tons of other ones that I need to still file and redo and all this other business. So we can look at some of these first. The ones that aren't. Fuck, this is gonna be difficult with one fucking hand. All right, there we go. Let me see. Can I place this? Boom. All right, cool. Yeah, when I was younger, I liked Avengers, but I don't know. For some reason, I thought like. When I was younger, I didn't register that Avengers West Coast was different from the Avengers. You know what I mean? Because they still had like Captain America, Vision, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and Hank Pym, aka Giant Man or Goliath. And I didn't know there was a different my reading comprehension wasn't crazy, but anyway, these are some of the Avengers West Coast I had. Boom. 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 Boomski. 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 And then this is just an Infinity Crusade joint. And then some Marvel fanfares. You know what I mean? This is just stuff that really needs to. Got a few other Avengers West Coast that need to be boarded and bagged. This is like a Marvel Action Hour. Just another like one-shot deal with like original stories. Excuse me, my allergies is going nuts, so pardon that. Boom. So glad I held on to this. This is a Black Panther from like, I don't know what the exact terminology is. It's like, I don't know, like Bronze Era or Silver Era. It came out in 68, so, you know what I mean? It could be 68 or 78, I don't remember. An old Thor fighting Captain Britain. I got this because I'm into Excalibur. I'm one of those rare dudes who was into Excalibur. Fantastic Four hologram cover, you know. Now let's get into these. Ooh, what's that? What's that? That's the Iron Mans. That's the Iron Mans. Oh shit. I don't know what I'm doing with this camera. These are all like 90s Iron Mans. These are annual. You know what I mean? The joint where Tony Stark dies. Good stuff. Good stuff. In my opinion. What else do we got? These are kind of tight. I'm gonna have to maneuver this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me see here. I don't know how to. I need like a camera stand or something. Fuck. Okay, let's see. Boom, that should be okay. Let's get into the first part here, which is Alpha Flights. My Alpha Flights. I was big into Alpha Flights because initially it was because that's where you had to go for Wolverine. You know what I mean? But I also liked Medicine Man, Shaman, and Sasquatch. And Puck was kind of cool, I guess. Vindicator, North Star was dope in some of these as well. I don't know. It's not for everybody. but I'm proud of my Alpha Flight history. Got a few Force Works, which I was real into, but never really picked that many up. You know. And then like the big collection of I was real heavy into New Warriors. They were just something that I discovered, and it wasn't crazy expensive, you know what I mean? And I just started following them, and I don't know, I ended up liking them. And then I started liking the offshoots, you know what I mean? Like I got into like Night Thrasher real, you know what I mean? Trying to get this is like Night Thrasher. And for those that don't really know, the New Warriors was what is this cat's name? Speedball, Nova, Night Thrasher, Rage. What is this guy's name? Darkhawk, I think. And I think her name is Firestar, and then I'm lost at the rest of them. Comic book head fail. I think that's Namorita or whatever. She was a part of it as well. She's like the female counterpart of Namor. Little hollow cover of Nova. I was into these dudes, man. I was into these dudes heavy. I used to really like Speedball. Speedball to me was kind of like, he was written somewhat like Spider-Man. He had a lot of witty comments. And okay, this is where I get into my Night Thrashers.
We came in looking for Death Squad niggas.
Got Night Thrasher 1. You know what I'm saying? And that's 2. I was on Night Thrasher early. I love Night Thrasher. It's a good story, you know. Another dope black superhero out of the Marvel Universe. It's 3. It's 4. And then that jumps up to number 7. I don't know if that's the same series set. It's 8. Used to really dig Night Thrasher. He was dope to me. You know what I mean? Like, you sort of attach yourself to some of the characters that you see a little bit of yourself in, but also that you just gravitate towards whoever's drawing the comic. So for me, that was like kind of big. And these, I might stop pulling them out, but these are, I was also like, another comic that I was into that other people weren't really quite up on was Excalibur or whatever. So yeah, like Captain Britain, Nightcrawler, Kitty Pryde, and yeah, that was like the big nucleus. That was why I followed it, those characters. But we got quite a few of those. I'll pull those out. Trying to move this. Alright. God damn it. Alright, I'll have to edit this. Excalibur was definitely something I was into that others was like, yo, I ain't never heard of this before, but I dug them. And then also I was into Nick Fury. Big time. I only had, this ain't all my Nick Furies. I gotta put my Nick Furies are probably in the worst shape out of all my comics. You know what I mean? I gotta like, it's the joint Wolverine. Got a couple. And this is the number 1. This is the Nick Fury that I was into, the white man Nick Fury. That was kind of raw and like a little bit sending the wrong message, always smoking cigar and bucking off guns. This is just a few of the Spider-Mans I got, not all of them. I mean, just a few. And here's the X-Forces. This is an annual, the Shattershot series. Right. Got other X-Forces. You know, this is the number 7 that I love that cover with Cannonball, Boom Boom, and Cable. Strife and Apocalypse going after it in the Executioner Song series. Got quite a few of those. Doubles. Executioner Song. There's a card in this one. This hasn't been opened. I haven't opened it yet. There was a trading card in the back of Cable. And then this is the Sideways issue with Spider-Man. And here's the X Factors. Another group that I was into, another comic series that I was into that not everybody I knew was up on. But I used to love X Factor. Thought X Factor was hella dope. You know, Strong Guy, Guido, Mad Rocks, Havoc, Polaris, just, you know. And then they were always crossing over into like, yeah, X-Force and the X-Men. The joint with when Guido fights the Blob. Yeah, Wolfsbane is also in them. I forgot Wolfsbane's name for a minute. Yeah, man, I used to love some X Factor. X Factor was my shit. Like, I really loved it. Got the Havoc Hollow on the front of that joint. More another Shattershot annual. And now into the X-Men that I got. This is a small sampling. This is X-Men Unlimited number 1. You know what I'm saying? Good condition on that still. Another one of the Shattershot annuals. This was like probably my favorite comic book as a kid. This shit right here. I read this shit so many times. X-Men Adventures. Not a big fan of that comic series of the X-Men because it was the one based on the animated series, and the animated series was dope, but I didn't really dig the comics. But everybody remembers this episode. That was lit. I'm saying, here's the Wolverines that I got, some of them. Remember this? This was a favorite as a kid. Wolverine teaming up with Terror Inc. and Jubilee. Boom. This is popular right now because Deadpool's coming back. Going against Sauron. Wolverine and the Punisher, kind of a one-shot series. Teaming up with Gambit. Here's my Captain America's. Again, like, if people that know me are always like, yo, you like Captain America, you're into Captain America, you, of all people, if you know me, people would think that's crazy. Just because of who I am and some of my outlooks. But, yo, that's what I was into when I was a kid. Like, I was just into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got some of I have the other Bloodstone, the Hunt for the Bloodstone series. I don't know where they are. I need to find those. Doubles. Joint with Thor. Boom. And that's one crate. I'll do the other crate sometime soon when I get all the other ones in order.